Gelato. Like this. Gelato. They know what time it is when they hear that. Gelato.
Yo, why people always tend to think you're supposed to help them? Like I said in one of my last videos. Y'all ever notice that it could be somebody who can curse you out, and when they need something, they'll come to you being so nice, and when you give it to them, they're back to their old ways again, or giving you their butt to kiss? These type people, sometimes you got to sit back and think to yourself, you know what? I'm not doing it no more. And especially if they're older people, they know just what they're doing, y'all. These type people, if you was to go to them and be like, just use this for an example. If you go to them and be like, do you have $40 I can borrow? Even if it's on their payday, y'all, they're going to tell you no. You know why they tell you no? Because you wear different than them. Their attitude is nasty. When they can't get their way, they're walking around angry, like literally like you owe them something. And sometimes they may tell you ain't doing your job as a human upon this earth, and they ain't doing theirs neither. And if you were to tell them the same exact thing that they tell you, they get mad. They get mad. Sometimes I say, let this thing make sense to me. When my girlfriend called me the other day, y'all, and she was telling me similar things was going on with her, right? And she lived out of town, right? And I've been like, what? How in the hell can any man or woman go to somebody and actually tell them you need to do your job? First off, if you're a man or woman and you working and you're not pulling your load, paying half of the bill or paying some of the bills in the house, you don't have no say so. You still a kid. Keep your mouth shut. And you know what I told this lady the other day about that? Some of these men and some of these, I'm going to say young men and older men, because even though if they're younger, they're still considered men's. When a woman taking care of them, they're considered to be that woman's child. And I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. It's too much resources upon this earth where the head can have to provide for their family. And the reason why I'm saying it like this, because if every man line up to the laws that's upon this earth, I promise you, they won't lack for nothing. And the reason why they're not going to line up, because they love the sinful things that come that keep happening every day on this world, y'all. Either they talk bad about people. They really have nothing good to say. They don't like helping people, especially the ones who help them. They doggone surely ain't gonna help you like that. So you got to realize sometimes you are placed in a better position than them. And sometimes they're wondering why you always getting blessed with different things, because your heart is not like this. These type people will get on their knees and pray and wish bad on you. These type people will actually sit there and talk down on you when your heart is not even like theirs. But if you sit and examine the whole thing, everything about that person, you will notice something. You don't even go through half the stuff they go through. You know why you don't go through half the stuff that they go through? Because your heart is not like theirs. We all got to pay a price by the things that come out of our mouth. That's why I always tell people, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Keep your mouth shut. Ain't nobody better than nobody out here. But when we sit here and we try to talk down on each other, especially somebody who have actually give you a lending hand, I was always raised, don't bite the hand that feeds you. When you got a good person in your life and they're willing to help you, when you keep coming to them for this and that, and then they keep giving you a helping hand, these type people you keep around in your circle. You don't throw them away. Y'all, I haven't answered my phone now to talk to nobody I really know like that. I said but 2 weeks now. And I did that for a reason, to clear my mind, to clear my conscience. And it probably going to be a little bit while longer before I even communicate with somebody. One of my friends. I did that for a reason. But I had to talk to this person who I'm talking about in somewhat way on yesterday. We got to be careful, y'all, what type of people we help And y'all ladies watching this is gonna be a true saying that I'm about to tell you about how you can be attached to somebody. You could be doing good in your life. I mean, doing fine, finances good, A-okay, put it like that. You a survivor, A-okay. And you could actually be attached to someone. It could be your boyfriend, it could be your girlfriend, it could be somebody you're married to, whatever you call them, a mate per se, or even a friend, because sometimes friends tend to have some type of relationship, right? If you attach to somebody who don't want to change their ways, always negative, always got something to say, however the case may go, don't you know whatever curse they have on them can fall on you? And you will notice something, you be going through hardship, and you will be like, dang, why I'm keep going through this? Because the person you connected to is not right. I told somebody the other day, I would rather have peace. Peace. I'm talking about peace, y'all. Than to be out there in them streets doing Lord know what, turned up, however the case may go, sleeping around is not worth it. Because I love my peace. I like to have a peace of mind when I wake up in the morning. I don't want to go to bed feeling boggulated, feel like I can't sleep or I'm unhappy, however the case may go. That's why it's so important when you with somebody, make sure you with the right person. Because whoever you connected to, that's going to be a part of you. Whatever they're doing up there, being sneaky, however the case may go, it's going to affect you too. But when you sit and try to tell these people better, y'all, because you love them, you know what they'll tell you? You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Or some of them, it might go through one ear and out the next. And it's sad. It is very sad, y'all. These people are always going through something. I mean, going through something. Ain't no way I'm going to go through so much and not stop. That's my wake-up call. Ain't no way I'm going to keep going through negative after negative and then use another excuse why I'm going through that. That's a fool. Ain't that much rass out there. Ain't that much peeps out there that gonna actually make me keep doing that. It's a point in time when you get a certain age, you gotta wake up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But these type people will actually sit there and tell you about yourself all day long. Only thing you could do with these type people is look them in the eye and just shake your head. Like, that's a fool. Shake your head and say, that's a dang fool. I had one of my friends told me a while back, she saw her husband nothing but an alcoholic. All he do is drink all day. My thing to her, do he argue with you? She said, no, he don't argue with me. He really don't say much. You know, he help pay the bills, how the case may go. Now, another woman on the other end, she replied, girl, if that man ain't out there in the street and he just drinking, minding his business, how the case may go, what's the problem? So I had to sit back and think about both, you know, the conversation about, well, both opinions, right? And I look at that thing on both ways. I said, well, she don't like a drunk, you know. She don't like a man that drink. You probably can accept him and she can't. See, we always, they say the opposite attract, right? Every time we meet people, we always meeting people. It's always something about that person we don't like. But when you sit in, you try to change people, don't do that, y'all. You're making a big mistake. I believe when you try to change people, you changing your whole lifestyle when you do that. And the reason why I'm saying this because I believe our life is destined on time. Everything revolves around time, right? So if we let everything flow, pray, do what we're supposed to do, everything is going to line up sooner or later. Only by faith. But if you don't have no faith and you be like, oh, let me take this in my own hands and you got to get out. I can't take you no more, if the case may go. I tell any woman any given day, if that man ain't whipping your tail, leave that man alone. If he helping you pay bills and he ain't tearing your tail up, leave that man alone. Help him. Everybody's worth saving, don't get me wrong. For those who want to be saved and help. Because you can't help everybody. Because some people sit there and tell you up and down about yourself like they know you and what you're supposed to be doing. And they ain't even want to change nothing about themselves. But they such an ignorant fool. a fool, y'all. Always got something to say about you every day. And they ain't changing nothing about themselves. Study looking like a fool every day. The same exact thing. Stop trying to change people. Let people change on their own. Y'all, I used to drink. I used to smoke. No matter what anybody said, I wasn't going to stop. Hell, if you even keep telling me I need to stop smoking, seeing to me, I should smoke more. But what made me stop smoking cigarettes is when I sat that day and I thought to myself, the only way I get cigarettes is if I get sick, and I end up getting real sick, y'all. And that's what took me off, the vape. I was vaping. That's what took me off, y'all. I got real sick. I don't never do nothing for nobody else. I do it because I choose to do it. Because when you do things for other people and how they feel, it's not genuine, y'all. You're going to go back doing the same thing. You may stop for a while, but you can go back doing the same thing. That's why I always do things for me, how I feel, what I see in it. And it's how it's hurting me. We got to stop trying to change people. Like for real, for real. You got people out there trying to change people the way they look and how the case may go. You need to do this, you need to do that. Spend some of your money then. Spend some of your money that you got if you don't like it. I was always told if somebody don't like something, let them spend their money. Matter of fact, let them show and prove who they are. Let them spend their money buying what you think you should have. And that's how you know when people are genuine on what they say. See, everybody got opinions, so it's time to pull them coins out. But when it's time to pull them coins out, everybody got their mouth closed. But they got the nerve to tell you what you should be doing. I shouldn't be doing nothing. And anybody who watching this, you shouldn't be doing nothing neither. Until you come into that knowledge, that's when you need to change. Nobody can change nobody. I don't care how much you sit there and you could talk to your face turn purple. People not going to change it till they want to change. How about you work on yourself, changing something about you, on what you need to change? How about you ask what's wrong with you? Sometimes ask a friend to be honest with you. And sometimes we as people, we hit the head of truth, man. Anything truthful about us, we get mad. That's why I can take a constructive criticism any given day. And I have. I didn't get mad and be like, oh, I ain't talking to you. You know more how the case may go. I want real people in my corner. I want people in my corner who are going to be honest. I don't want nobody who's going to sugarcoat it. Those type of people is fake. You don't keep no fake people around you. I want the real deal. And the reason why I want it, because I'm that way. And a lot of people don't care for people who is very open-minded. I'm a very open-minded person. I'm going to speak how I feel. If you ask me something, I'm going to give you the correct answer. If your hair ugly, I'm going to say your hair ugly. If your shoes ugly, I'm going to say they're busted and disgusted. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat not could be cool. If you don't want to know the truth, don't ask me. Because anybody who know me, they'll tell you. If you don't want to know the truth, don't ask that girl. She going to tell you. Yes, I am going to tell you. That's why I always tell people, stay in your own lane. Stop trying to drive over in somebody else's lane and try to run their household or tell them what they need to be wearing. And y'all, I don't fool with these type friends who be like, oh, you talk to so-and-so. We can't be cool no more. I don't even play with these type friends. I don't even keep nothing like that in my corner at all, y'all. At all. Those type people like that will flip on you quicker than you can ever imagine. You better trust and believe that. Trust and believe it. It's just a matter of time when they're going to turn their back on you. Because it could be something simple. They could probably see a bug crawl across the floor and they could be thinking you released that bug just to attack them and you didn't. Some people is delusional, y'all. Delusional. Psychosis is real, y'all. So if you're dealing with somebody in your household, keep nagging you, calling you names, and you continue to help them, however the case may go, don't worry. That's why they keep going through holy hell. But if you withdraw your hands and let them be dealt the card that they're supposed to have been dealt, they'll learn to wake up and do the right thing. They're not going to wake up right now because you keep lending your hand. Pull back your hand. That's why don't ever bite the hand that feed you. That's why I was taught. That'd be a fool. Why would you burn the bridge knowing that you probably got to cross that bridge again? And that's why I always tell my kids, if you're in a relationship with somebody, don't you cheat. Don't you do wrong to them. Treat them good. And let them mess it up. And the reason why I told them that, because you never burn your bridge down before you cross back over on the other side. You be a fool. Let them do wrong to you. You always clear your conscience. If they want to cheat, let them cheat. Don't do the same thing they do. You keep your conscience clear. Because I promise you, they got to pay for that. And y'all, that's why we as people, we always going through finances, financial issues. That's why some of us in debt. That's why some of us can't keep money. That's why some of us always having problems. Soon as some of them get paid, they always got to spend their money on something, because the stuff you do, you paying it back. You paying it back in many ways that you could ever imagine. So don't think you're going to live comfortable upon this earth. Keep doing unnecessary things that don't make sense. We are here to help people and tell them better. Tell them better, y'all. Tell these friends that you have who's supposed to be your friend. Because whoever you are, if you're a good person, whatever's around you, you want it to be good. So tell your friend, if she right there talking with somebody's husband she want to sleep with, however the case may go. Tell that friend is wrong. Tell her that's not right. Tell her, you know what? You're going to pay for that one day when you get your husband. Somebody going to do the same exact thing to you. Let her know. If you love her, you're going to let her know. She got to pay for that. Nothing that we do upon this earth is going to slide. We got to pay for every single thing we did. Like I said in one of my other videos, regardless if it's good or bad, you're going to pay for it. If you right there cursing your old lady out knowing that lady been there for you, you're going to pay for that. I promise you. I promise you. And some of y'all men need to be ashamed of yourself. So as y'all get lonely with your mate, you ready to jump in bed with something else. That's not cool. Y'all remember last year I went inside the gas station, right? I always had guys that approach me, but it'd be like guys who 21 years old. So I'm like, I got kids your age. I can't, And then plus, I don't want to put people too much in my lifestyle, but I said, no, baby, you the age of one of my kids. Okay, make the long story short. Last year I was in the gas station. This guy, he approached me. He did everything right. He introduced himself. He said where he worked, how much money he made. He really was getting the details, y'all. Because at the time, I think I was doing like a scratch off or whatnot. So he was talking to my ear while I was doing the scratch off. I was getting kind of irritated because I keep forgetting the numbers that I'm supposed to play. But in the midst of him talking, I said, I saw that this man was married, y'all. He wasn't the best looking thing, but at the end of the day, and he wasn't bad looking either. But at the end of the day, sometimes people tend to want attention. So I told the man, I've been like, look, the same thing you looking in me with you don't know me. This your first time ever seeing me. I could be crazy with all however the case may go. I said, you telling me that you want to take me out. You don't know me. You told me that just stuff that men's usually say to women's, right? So I look at this man. I told him, look, the same thing you looking for out of me is the same thing your wife have at home. I don't know this man, y'all, but I did saw he was married, right? He got kids. So I told the man, I said, look, stop trying to find what you looking for in another woman. Because sometimes these men tend to be lonely. Sometimes, maybe they sexual life not getting fulfilled the way it's supposed to, have the case may go. Communicate, like I tell him, communicate with your wife that you have at home. And y'all, this conversation didn't even last 5 minutes, but I talk kind of fast. So I would explain to the man, look, communicate with the wife that you got at home, whatever you're looking for in the streets or with another woman, Find that in your mate. Take her out. Take her to get some, different clothes, however the kids may go. Tell her she look beautiful. That'll help. Sometimes when we let our mate know they look beautiful or handsome, however the kids may go, that help their self-esteem. And when anything helps self-esteem, what it does, it uplift the spirit to where that individual going to look good. You know what I'm saying? But when you down in your mate, look what you got on. Or, God ain't pleased with that. Or you need to shut up. You need to be quiet. Sometimes you talk too much. How the kids may go, oh, look, you need to lose some weight. Oh, my God, look how you look. When you sitting there tearing your mate down and you saying these type of stuff, your mate not going to look good to you because you tearing the spirit down within your mate. When you uplift something, it's going to bloom, it's going to blossom, it's going to look even more better than you could ever imagine. And you know what happened when you start lifting your mate up, then your mate can lift you up like never before. Then your mate can be a helping hand the way they're supposed to. A lot of people go out and put their business in the street because their mate don't show them no attention. Don't even communicate with them like that, y'all. I seen people who live in a house together don't even communicate with each other. Sad. And most time, it merely don't be the woman, y'all. It be the men's. These pissy tail men who was raised by their mother, who still got milk behind their ear, want a woman to be with, want a decent relationship, but don't know how to hold it, y'all. Don't even know how to be a man. Don't even know how to provide and pay the bills. Don't know how to put the gas in the car. Don't even know how to keep the car clean on the weekends. Normal things that a man supposed to do. Now, I've actually seen people to where they wasn't raised by mother and father who understand the necessary things to maintain a relationship. And I mean the necessary things like paying the bills, giving the mate money while them asking, keeping gas in the car, and respecting the mate. Because one thing I understand, when you respect your mate going to change, I promise you. But when you keep disrespecting, just running your mouth, I ain't telling you you need to, no, let me backtrack. You need to change that, but ain't none of my business. You could do what you want to do. You take back everything you done tell your mate to do, you fool. You fool. Why would you tell your mate they need to do something, then turn around and say, oh, if you want to do it, I'm just saying, I'm not making you do nothing you ain't want to do. Shut up. Just shut up. When you talk like that, you need to shut up. Any man talk like that, y'all, just walk out the room. Any woman who do it too, just walk out the room and just shut the door. Because that's a fool. These type people will never see their flaws on what they do. Never. And imagine they getting older and still doing it. Because if they ain't changing now, they growing into that slop. Judging people by the cover. Let me tell you something, y'all. Somebody said a woman not supposed to wear pants. To understand, I got a woman not supposed to wear anything pertaining to a man, right? And the reason why this had me puzzled, because I think now, my personal opinion, people take things too far these days, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I believe if you don't have a lustful heart or spirit, however the kids may go, it's fine to wear pants, right? And the reason why I'm saying this, because the times we live in now, right? Law of the land, we still got to abide by that, right? Pants in the factory, some factories are made for a woman, right? You got the price tag, like the zippers on the woman pants per se to a man pants. All of it is on the opposite side, however the case may go. Even the way the seams of the stitch is made in the pants on the woman and man pants is made different, right? That's what separates the two. So I don't think is a problem for what a woman have on, because a woman can wear a dress all day, y'all, and be the most sluttiest thing. Because I've seen it, y'all. I've seen it. I say, well, damn, the women who wear the pants not sinning like the women who wear the dresses. Make that make sense to me. That's why I think it don't matters with the heart hole, y'all. With the heart hole, and actions speak louder than words. If you got a lady who is not out there in them streets dipping and dabbing, minding her business, taking care of home, or doing everything they're supposed to do, and that irritating you just that lady not the problem. You is. Because like I said previous, when you sit and try to change people, that's when stuff go wrong. That's when stuff go all wrong. Let people be themselves. When you let people be themselves, they'll start seeing things the way they're supposed to, where they can change and do better. So we got to get out of that, y'all. We got to get out. Stop judging people. Stop thinking that we can change people, how the case may go. We can't change nobody, but we can help them be better than what they is. I do believe that. Uplift your mate. Stop taking advice from your friends. I don't care if that man not going upside your head. Stop taking advice from people. Hold on to what you have. Stop trying to change people. Stop it. Only thing you can do is really love them, and they'll understand sooner or later, and it's going to happen. But the longer you keep running your mouth, it's never going to happen the way you want it to. And most time, these men who trying to change these women and worrying about if they're wearing pants or not, these men are very insecure, y'all. They're insecure. But you ever notice something? They'll go out there and look for that same exact thing, a woman who wearing pants. Or up in the strip club looking for something else. Pitiful. Pitiful. It don't make no sense. It's just pitiful. Pitiful. And they weren't just wondering why women don't respect them, because they're not respecting themselves. They don't even understand what they have. Don't even have a clue. But they'll take every whorish woman and say that's a good woman, y'all. Boy, I say to myself, life got ways of tricking people, and it's sad, y'all. It's sad. Because once you lose your knowledge, that's when the individual lose themselves, and it don't make no sense. So yes, men, stop being up there wanting these women to take care of y'all like they're your mothers. They're not your mothers. Either you helping them with gas, they get paid every week and they ain't got $1 in their pocket, y'all. Take care of home first and you'll see your life flourish. Your blessings gonna come. I promise you. Blessings gonna come when you just line up and do the right thing. A woman not really supposed to love a man, but a man's supposed to love a woman, and that's factual what I'm saying. And a lot of them be like, oh, you don't love me. I'm looking for somebody who will make me happy. Happiness comes from self. Nobody can give you that. You fool. Nobody can give you happiness. That's something you gotta have. And half the time, people is unhappy because when they was young, they didn't have a good childhood. They never experienced it like that. That's sad. These people want people to take care of them, want to make them happy, want this, want that, don't have nothing to offer. Not even $5. And it's sad. Some of these men and women need to stop. They looks. Your looks can't bring no food in the house. Your looks can't pay no bill up in here. How the case may go. Your looks can't do that. So people need to stop saying looks this, looks that. Looks ain't gonna roll up no food on your table if you got churn. None of that. It ain't happening. It's not gonna happen. So we gotta stop, y'all, like for real. And if you ain't doing it and you got a friend who is like this, talk to your friend. Talk to your friend. There ain't nothing wrong with you communicating about good things. The more you install good in people, the more good is going to come to you. That's how it go, and that's how it always been. And some people going to figure this out more quicker than others. It's going to probably take longer for others to comprehend this and understand this. The more you tend to do the right thing, the more good is going to come in your life. But the more you want to dip and dabble in evil, your life going to be full of that crap, that BS, that stressful stuff. And I don't want that type of energy around me. I prefer, if somebody is wicked, I prefer for them not to say nothing to me at all. Just shut up. Stay in your little side. I stay in my little side. And keep your mouth shut. Because I can't tolerate wicked people, y'all. And wicked stuff that come out of their mouth. Just a lot of dirt and filth. But if you with somebody who is like that, don't worry. I promise you, when that time comes, they're going to pay for it back. I promise you. And you can sit back there and you can think to yourself in your own little spot and say, you know what? Matter of fact, you can do this. You can even shed light on the whole situation. That won't happen to you unless you start changing your ways. Stop being evil. Stop saying negative things. Stop trying to control somebody. Stop going upside my head. Refreshing the memory and let them know why it's happening. Because sometimes these type of people don't like you to tell them about this stuff. Maybe we need to start changing it and start telling them about this stuff. Because if you're a good person and you helping somebody and doing what is right towards them, and you don't have no ill intentions towards them, I promise you, when they come at you, things ain't gonna go good for them. It always gonna keep going bad. They would never see it though. Because if they did see it, they would have stopped it, but they can't stop it. They can't stop it because they don't see it. These people never wrong about nothing. Until they figure it out, they're going to keep spending money, going through something. The car going to stay broke. Their life going to stay broke down. They're going to be depressed, can't get nothing, want this and that, and can't have it. So if they want to keep living like that, wash your hand, step back, keep your mouth shut, but stay encouraged. Because they got to figure that out the way you did. I love y'all. Please stay tuned in to the next video. Hopefully it getting better and better if it can, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.